Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. They go play action here on first down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Mahomes finding his tight end, Kelsey, for a big one. 45 yards. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Let's go. 15 on it. 15 on it. That's it. Come on. You better bring it.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big hit. He can't get rid of it. He's
They took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They go play action now. Jackson steps away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. 20. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. An even 90 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That first down completion only netted him 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Play action. It's Jackson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And some room to work. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On second down, it's Ingram. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. And he'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson now. And his throw is incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow, 480. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll roll him out right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Working from the gun, Mahomes, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And the pressure gets to him again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The first throw for the backup Griffin. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Here's Griffin. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Reggie Ragland, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And an alley to run. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 28 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Throwing now is Mahomes, buying time to his left. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. Now play
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it. Travel.
Here we go on 4th down with Griffin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Dancing to his left. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Steps away to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Bound to lose one.
Mahomes now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Let's take it at around the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down as his guys continue to pour it on.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to loft one deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jihad Ward in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Hey, 43. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Chiefs have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And going deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big...
And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escape. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess they're going to say fifth time's the charm. They're going again on fourth down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
In your face.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Watch 36. 36.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Too little, Cupcake.
Now Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 26 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth, the flag. With that penalty, they only need 1 yard for the two-point conversion.
And that can make all the difference trying to get those 2 points, right? Inches count down here in short territory. Maybe now they can get the 2 points that they want a lot easier.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Hey, I'm coming. Attack. Shit. Hey, 43. Shit. Check 26, check 26.
Mahomes now to throw, rolling to his left. And he's got it. They add on more, a little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Jackson. They'll buy some time right, and he's going to keep it here. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Jackson rolling to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. And again, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, Mahomes being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, he flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Ogbah able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Check.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson from the shotgun. On the move. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And his guys are going to have a 1st and goal down at the 3-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his... And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to pour it on. They'll set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Jackson now down around his goal line. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot right away. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Chiefs have it. All right, here's a Captain Obvious setup. That all starts with a kick. If that's no good, this doesn't work out.
But it's not just the kick, as you well know. You're right, it all starts with that, but think of everything that has to happen for it to be successful. The kick has to be great. Then someone has to come up with the football. Whether the defensive team actually drops the ball, touches it, who knows? Maybe there's...
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Steps away. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
We got this. Set, ready. 70 ending. Mike. Check pass.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
43.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.